For decades, buying a truck meant buying freedom. It meant you owned the machine. You decided when to fix it, where to repair it, and how long to keep it on the road. If something broke, you grabbed your tools, opened the hood, and got to work. But that version of truck ownership is quietly disappearing. And most people won't realize it until it's already too late. Because the biggest change in modern trucks isn't more horsepower. It isn't bigger touchscreens. It isn't electric motors or hybrid technology. It's control. The rules of ownership have changed, and almost nobody talks about it. You think you're buying a truck. In reality, you're buying permission to use a machine that's increasingly controlled by software, encrypted systems, and manufacturer-approved access. The steel belongs to you. The technology often doesn't. That sounds dramatic until you experience it yourself. Imagine a warning light appears on your dashboard. 20 years ago, a local mechanic could diagnose the issue, replace the faulty part, clear the code, and send you back on the road. Today, that same repair may require manufacturer software, digital authorization, security certificates, or module programming before the truck will recognize the new component. Sometimes the replacement part works perfectly, but the truck refuses to accept it. The hardware isn't the problem. Access is. And that's exactly where the battle has shifted. Modern pickups are packed with dozens of electronic control modules that constantly communicate with each other. Engines, transmissions, steering systems, braking systems, cameras, sensors, even the headlights are increasingly connected through software. While these systems deliver better performance, improved fuel efficiency, and advanced safety features, they also create new dependencies that didn't exist before. Independent repair shops are discovering that replacing parts is no longer enough. Without the correct software tools or manufacturer authorization, some repairs simply can't be completed the way they once were. For truck owners, that means fewer choices. For dealerships, it often means more business. Think about who benefits from a world where only approved service centers have full access to diagnostic software, programming tools, or security functions. Every repair that becomes dealer exclusive creates another reason for owners to return, not because they want to, but because they have no practical alternative. This isn't about one truck brand. It's happening across the industry. As vehicles become more computerized, manufacturers increasingly protect their software ecosystems. They argue it's necessary for cybersecurity, emissions compliance, and vehicle safety. Those are legitimate concerns. But many independent repair advocates argue that these same systems can also make routine repairs more difficult outside authorized networks. The result? The average owner loses options. And losing options usually means paying more. Consider a simple collision repair. Replacing a damaged bumper on a modern truck isn't always just replacing metal and plastic anymore. Hidden inside may be radar sensors, parking systems, adaptive cruise control hardware, cameras, and calibration requirements. Even after everything is physically installed, specialized calibration equipment may be needed before the truck functions correctly again. A repair that once took hours can now involve software procedures, electronic verification, and expensive recalibration. The invoice grows, not because the bumper became more complicated, because the truck did. Now multiply that complexity across nearly every major system on the vehicle. The engine, the transmission, the suspension, the lighting, the security system, the infotainment system, the key. Even the battery on some modern vehicles may need electronic registration after replacement. This isn't the future. It's already here. And while owners are distracted by horsepower numbers and giant infotainment displays, something much bigger is changing behind the scenes. Ownership is slowly becoming a service relationship. Manufacturers continue supporting vehicles with updates, connected features, and advanced software capabilities. Many of these innovations genuinely improve convenience and safety, but they also increase dependence on manufacturer-controlled systems throughout the life of the truck. That's a powerful shift, because whoever controls the software often controls the experience. Independent mechanics have invested millions into learning modern electronics, purchasing advanced diagnostic equipment, and training technicians. Yet many still face situations where certain functions remain inaccessible without factory-level authorization or proprietary tools. The gap continues to widen, not because independent shops lack skill, because access itself has become part of the product. This is why debates over right to repair have become so important. Supporters argue that vehicle owners should have reasonable access to the information, tools, and software necessary to repair the products they legally purchased. Manufacturers often respond that protecting software and security systems is essential to prevent tampering, theft, and safety risks. Both concerns are real, but for everyday truck owners, the practical question is much simpler. When something breaks, who gets to fix it? If the answer keeps becoming only one place, then competition shrinks, repair costs can rise, and owners have fewer choices than previous generations enjoyed. That's the silent war, not against trucks, against independent ownership itself. Fortunately, there is a way to stay ahead of it. Call it the ownership advantage strategy. Before buying any truck, don't just compare towing capacity or horsepower. Ask questions that most buyers never think to ask. Which features require paid subscriptions after any free trial ends? Which connected services are optional, and which affect everyday functionality? Can important systems still operate normally without an internet connection? How long does the manufacturer typically provide software updates? Can routine maintenance and repairs be performed by qualified independent shops? Are replacement parts available outside dealership networks? How repair-friendly is the truck once the warranty expires? These questions won't appear in flashy advertisements, but they'll matter long after the excitement of buying a new truck fades. The smartest truck owners don't just shop for capability, they shop for long-term control, because a truck isn't simply transportation. It's an investment. It's a tool. Sometimes it's your livelihood. And the more dependent that tool becomes on systems you can't access, modify, or repair, the more your freedom depends on decisions made somewhere else. The silent war isn't fought with headlines. It's fought one software update, one encrypted module, one restricted repair, and one dealer-only procedure at a time. Most drivers won't notice the pattern until they're standing at the service counter wondering why a routine repair suddenly costs thousands more than expected. The owners who understand this shift today will make better buying decisions tomorrow. And in the next video, we'll uncover another growing trend that could affect every truck owner: the hidden subscription economy that's quietly turning one-time purchases into monthly payments whether you realize it or not.